All right, so for these two problems, we're going to look for the inverse of a function. We've done this before. We know the inverse reverses the rule. So we have this f function. Here's the rule for it. We want to reverse it. Okay, we know the method we use to find the inverse is we write it with xy form. So instead of f of x, I'll just use y. Again, remember at this point nothing has happened. Okay. When I want to find the inverse, I switch the role of x and y. So now I need to solve for y, so I add the 5 over. Now remember, in this case, your y is stuck in the exponent. That's why we need to introduce logarithms. All right, so again, this is base 1/2. Now I'm actually going to do this two ways. Okay. But it's base 1/2, so we know if I want to reverse it, right, it becomes log base 1/2. Instead of input y, output x plus 5, I input x plus 5, and I output y. Okay. So in this case, f inverse of x can be written as the log base 1/2 of x plus 5. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes we like logarithm with bases either 10 or log base e, the natural logarithm. So let's just kind of take a look at how that would happen. So again, I can't convert right to ln because this is base 1/2. Okay, so what I could do is take ln on each side. So I take ln of the left, ln of the right. Okay. How does that help? Because now with logarithms, the y can come down in front. So it's y times ln a half. Obviously, to get the y by itself, I just have to divide by the ln of 1/2. So another way to write f inverse of x would be as ln of x plus 5 over ln a half. Now again, what you should make sure you believe is that these two are equivalent. Okay, but if you remember your change of base formula, these are equivalent. If you want to rewrite this as a ln, it would be ln of x plus 5 over ln of a half. All right, and again, this is probably the one we would see more often. All right. Second one again, we want to find the inverse. So I just introduced the y notation. Again, I always put a line here because nothing has happened at this point. Okay. Switch the role of x and y and solve for y. So I subtract that 6. And we've got to get the exponential alone, so divide by -1. And I'll just switch the signs over here. And again, this is base e, so I am going to go switch to ln. So exponential base e becomes ln. Up here, I inputted y, I outputted 6 minus x. So here I input 6 minus x, and output y. Okay. So f inverse of x is the ln of 6 minus x.